going on, guys? Little drive time talk with Don B. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Summer Wells case. I got a comment yesterday about someone wanted me to give my thoughts on the CPS case that's coming up, CPS hearing. And to be honest with you, I don't know if there's a CPS hearing coming up or not. I mean, I just assumed there would be with the date that was on their first scheduled appearance in court last year, but they could have already had it. They could be waiting for Dawn to get out of jail. So, and my thoughts are on it. I don't know. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not a CPS worker. I'm not an expert in the CPS field. Nothing like that. So, yeah, that's out of my expertise. But I got to thinking about this last night. We're going on a year and a half, and there hasn't been any charges brought on Dawn and Candace regarding, CPS issues. Now, do you think, because I would love to hear from somebody that is a CPS worker, retired CPS worker, anything to do with CPS. Do they wait until after a court hearing to bring charges against the parents? Or would they bring charges against the parents before a CPS court hearing? That's what I'd like to know. Because I'm just under the assumption, and again, I could be wrong, I'm just under the assumption that if they were going to bring charges against Dawn and Candace for anything related to CPS, they would have done it by now. Going on a year and a half. They've not been arrested for anything. I mean, well, Dawn has, but I mean, that's, DUI. But we're talking anything to do with, like Summer Wells or the boys, they're, the whole CPS issue. Now, we do know that something was going on there for them to take the kids out on an emergency order basis, but there again, I mean, I'm thinking if they broke the law, they probably would have been arrested or faced some kind of criminal charges. You know what I mean? Like neglect, child endangerment, something like that. A year and a half, nothing. So, there's my thoughts on it, guys. There's my thoughts on the CPS thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, someone's been telling me that, and they know CPS, that they give the parents ultimately around 18 months. So, I mean, we're coming up on it. I mean, who knows, guys? They could have already lost custody and we just not know anything about it because everything's sealed. You know what I mean? Not unless Dawn and Candace would tell us. mean, they could have already lost custody and we just not know. They may still have custody, but CPS, they're in, well, I don't know if they would have custody, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think CPS, I don't know if CPS has terminated their rights, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get out. So, but I'm sure we'll eventually find out. We'll just have to wait and see. So there's my 2 cents and my thoughts on the CPS issue. Now, I want to address apparently, I don't know where this come from, but apparently there's a house on Center Street in Kingsport that people are talking about and saying that Don may move into it after getting out of jail. Again, I don't know what brought this up, but I don't know why he would go live in a house like that when he's got his own. You know what I mean? I just don't know. Whatever this issue is with this house on Center Street in Kingsport, I'm just not taking much stock into it because, I mean, unless I find out something different, I mean, is there an order keeping him and Candace away from each other? That, now in that scenario, I can see why Don would go get a house in Center Street. Or Candace would go get a house in Center Street. But someone was saying something it had his name on it or something like that. I'm so discombobulated on that one, I don't know what to think. Alright, so my next topic here on the Summer Wells case. I know every YouTuber will be wanting to interview Don Wells when he gets out of jail. And what are my thoughts on that? I'm not really putting, again, too much stock into that either because, I mean, he's been in jail this whole time. What's there to ask him other than, how was the food? Was it comfortable? Did you get to watch TV? Did you get to go outside any? I mean, if someone does interview him when he gets out, I mean, am I missing something, guys? What, like, if I was to interview Don Wells when he got out of jail, I wouldn't have the first idea what to ask him other than, did the food suck? I mean, I guess you could ask him if he's going to try to, straighten his life out and, get back on track. All that good stuff. But, I mean, regardless of what he tells you, I mean, his actions are going to prove everything. So, what I plan on doing when he gets out of jail, I plan on just monitoring. I'm going to watch him. See if he gets back into his old habits. I'm not really going to give my opinion on whether I think he will or not because that wouldn't be fair. He may change. Who knows? He may quit drinking. But, and we got to stop and think also, too. you know, is Candace still drinking? And we all know when you've got an addiction and you got that stuff in front of you, it's real easy to, you know, run off the road, if you will. Get off track. Backslide. All that stuff, you know. So he'll have a lot of temptations, if you will, as far as drinking and all that stuff. You know what I mean? He's still gonna have a lot of stress over him. How's he gonna handle that stress? That's the main thing I want to study when he gets out of jail. Is how he handles the stress that he's going to be under when he gets out, you know. I think here's what I think. I think when he gets out of jail, I think everybody ought to leave him alone. I think they ought to leave both of them alone until they feel comfortable talking to us. That's how I truly feel. Well, I know Candace ain't gonna talk to nobody. She's done talking to people, you know. But I wouldn't be bombarding Don as soon as he gets out of jail for an interview and this and that. Right off the bat, I wouldn't. I mean, give him some time, guys. Give him some time to, you know, get out, settle down, get back into the groove of things. You know, if you want to, you know, if you do want to talk to him, do an interview with him or whatever, you know, don't do anything that causes like a lot of stress. Don't ask no stressful questions, you know. Just, I'd probably be like, you know, if you need any support, you can get on here and talk to us if you want that. But as far as bombarding him with stressful interviews when he gets out of jail, I don't think that's a good idea. You know, let the man have some time to himself for a little bit. And when he feels like talking to YouTubers, I mean, it's up to him. If he feels like talking to YouTubers when he gets out, that's up to him. I'm just saying, as you know, YouTube creators, me myself, I would give him some time. I'd just give him some personal time. I mean, he's been in there for almost a year. You know, give the man a little bit of space to breathe and do what he needs to do. But again, it's up to him. I mean, if he decides to get on YouTube and start the process of that's going to be on him. But yeah, I think when he gets out of jail, we just need to give him a little bit of space for just a little bit, you know. And last thing, it don't look like Utah's coming for him, does it? I mean, they could be. I don't know. But and Utah knows where he's been for the last couple of months. But there's no, I don't know. I've not heard any chatter on what Utah's going to end up doing. I've not heard anything at all. So that one's still up in the air. Don't know anything about it. I don't know how long investigations like that take. I mean, if they are pursuing it, are they waiting for him to get out of jail so he can talk to them without being in jail? You know, yada, yada, yada. So, I just wanted to address the Utah thing too, because people were talking about Utah. Do you think he's going to be going to Utah when he gets out of jail? No, I don't. And The reason why I think that is because they would have already charged him. And there's no charges on him out of Utah right now, from what I can see. I've researched it. I don't see any charges on him, so he'll be going back home. And I think we just need to give him a little bit of space, a little bit of personal time to do what he needs to do. If he feels like talking to us, you know, that's on him. But I think we just need to, you know, give them some space, let them do what they need to do, and, you know, then if they feel like talking to us, you know, we'll be good to go. Well, anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Driving to the dump, got to take the trash off, been doing some home renovation, so sorry if I look all dirty and scraggly today. So tell me what you think. See you on the next video.